Hey, good evening, friends. Legacy here. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Gonna be back in PoE tonight for a little bit. Maybe Monster Hunter later. Oh, just gonna chip away at some stuff. Oh, just getting some maps ready right now. Ooh, I misclicked. So, hey, it's Jeff. What's up, bud? So, what we're focusing on right now is Temple, to try to knock out that challenge. That's partially why we're on our Hex Miner, because the SRS character isn't quite as good at clearing the temple rooms. So, but how you doing tonight, bud? So I just got myself a shower, feeling good.
Just in time. Ah, there you are. The more you kill, the more you change my map. And the closer we get to finding.
Don't have to necessarily get any of the doors. Either way is acceptable. Open doors for ease of use. So ideally we won't do anything stupid and die, but you know, I don't make any promises. I was thinking I might do some Maven running, but honestly I think in the terms of where I'm at for the league, like, unless I decide I want to do that for fun, like, the better passive thing to do is to stick with the altars, the Eldritch influence. I gotta get some tunes on. So, we've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter recently. I really am enjoying it. So Gauntlet starts Friday though, and I don't want to be too rusty. I don't know if we're going to do like a simulated start though. Maybe. I mean, we're not going to have the damage to work with. But we're not going to have the improved damage, but
The more you kill, it's time.
it's time. So my shirt came for Gauntlet, so I'll have a official Gauntlet t-shirt with my name on the sleeve. Ponied up for the personalization. Thought, what the hell, you know? I'm having a lot of fun this league. This is probably like my most played league ever. The only door is the one up there. Get to it. Oh, we have plenty of time. We have like 15 seconds.
Good job, Exile.
I have thought it was kind of funny, like, all the people that are like, J.K. Rowling's the devil, and then Hogwarts Legacy drops, and they're like, but I'm gonna play this on stream because this is gonna be a huge game, and I'm really excited to play Wizards. And it's like, oh, okay. I see. I really need to make sure that next league I have my own tier 5 filter for when I switch to that. It still shows like that stuff. Because like, that's still stuff I want to pick up, you know?
This way, exile.
What all do I have in here? Do I have the doubling? Life Force has a chance to be duplicated? I do not. Okay. Held a grudge. It's like dead quiet without my tunes. I need my tunes! Start with chiptune. I gotta turn it down just a hair though, because I forget that like... It's not much, but like it's just, it's a little bit peppier than lo-fi. Don't want it to be too loud. I also feel like, I went back and listened to some of my VODs and I feel like I'm shouting most of the time. Nobody in chat complains about it, but I find people are very hesitant to say anything to a streamer about quality things like that. I was watching a Steel Mage video and he had what felt at the time like a sobering thought, which is, you know, sort of no matter what they do, next league is going to feel worse than this league. Because unless literally everything from... Unless like the entirety of Sanctum goes core, like there's a lot of uniques from Sanctum that like have encouraged some interesting things this league. Build wise, and like they're probably gonna, you know, I think the whole they're probably gonna think poison's too strong, so like bye poison SRS, most likely. I just hate that. I hate the idea that like the response to what has without question been their most successful league in a long time is going to be to nerf a bunch of shit. Right? Yeah, I don't have a good monitoring system. I would like to set up like pass-through monitoring so that I can hear the output that you guys get in my headphones, but like I'm too lazy is what it boils down to. Like it's too much work at this point with my current setup.
There you are, ready to revisit the past. The more you kill, time to go.
Hey Silferi, yeah, I was just talking before you got here about how like I was watching a Steel Mage video and he was talking about how like he's a little sad because he knows that next league is gonna be worse than this one by comparison, because like it's gonna have to be, because they're probably gonna nerf a whole bunch of stuff, and unless all the uniques from Sanctum go core, there's a whole lot of interesting new builds that popped up this league that like won't be around. And while I'm maybe not that cynical about it, I do think it's kind of sad that like on the heels of what's been their most successful league in a long time, I'm still worried that like their reaction is going to be to like nerf a bunch of stuff. And it's like, you know, people had a ton of fun this league. Like people had a lot of fun. This was by all accounts your most successful league in forever. And like you're going to take away all the stuff that people liked. So, I mean, I always like currency leagues. Well, I would say that like last league didn't seem to be like raining currency. I mean, you could make your lakes pay off, but I don't think prices were that much different this league, right? Turns out the developer was the real end game, the real end boss. So, I mean, I'm optimistic that like, you know, they have to be having some idea with what people are enjoying, how to make leagues that like give some of that, you know?
There you are, ready to revisit the past. The more you kill, the more you change my map. Time to go.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be the worst thing for me if I didn't put, you know, quite as many hours in next league as I did this league. I played a ton. And with it going till April, I'm going to play even more, but let's see here. I don't really care which door I open here. I'm already connected everywhere I need to be on the temple, so it's not a big deal. I almost started running some Maven just because I think this character and frankly Poison SRS can handle it, but then I was like, well, unless I feel like trying to like farm Maven fights just for the practice, like I don't really need that, which I might do with as long as the league's going. But frankly, maybe if I stay on this side, maybe I'll try to do like Uber Eater of Worlds and farm myself a Nimbus. You know, late league Poison Spark or something. Who knows? Yeah, so I'm saving all my Eater invitations because like, I don't need to do anything with them right now.
The more you kill, the more you change my map. Time to go.
only have one? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I tried it once and my damage was like laughable. And that's my only worry is like the damage on this, I'm not sure how to pump the damage on this a whole lot higher. I mean, I have the Poison SRS character that I could try on now too, but Hex Blast, as fun as as much as I'm enjoying it, like I'm not finding good ways to pump the damage. And some of that's because like I'm playing a build that like I don't really understand. Like I understand the basic concepts, but like somebody else told me that it worked and I'm trying it and I'm like, oh, it does work. Like actually, no, I think I tried to cast when damage taken ward loop. Yeah. You should take your level 100 and make a cast on death discharge build for the memes, for the lulz. Just die and nuke Eater of Worlds. One hit KO. Bam. I like knowing that everything's already connected. Like, I don't think I have any dead rooms right now. So, like, if I get a room like this, I don't need to freak out about what door to open. Like, just open a door. Who's still alive? I'm ready for Gauntlet, man. I got my t-shirt. My t-shirt came yesterday. I'm trying to decide if I need to wash it first. I tried it on. It didn't feel super itchy. It does smell a little bit from whatever, like, printing process they use. Don't want to chafe my delicate chest. It's off! I could probably... Honestly, I could probably spec out a breach at this point. Like, I've run enough of it. Because I'm at the level now where, like, when I run my low-level breach stones, hoping for blessings, it's just kind of annoying. Because, like, it's just a time sink, you know? Because, like, there's, like, no danger. You know? Because it's, like, monster tier level 74 or something.
You have invoked the wrath of a powerful entity. Perish! Do not seek dominion over death, or you will be enslaved.
So are you doing trigger when end instead of trigger when full for like infinite flasks? Because you've got the sustain to have them full, so as soon as they're over, they just start again. I think is what I saw. Okay. See, the only reason I don't do that is because if I'm in a situation where something takes longer than I think, I don't want them to use and then not have enough charges to use them. If I use them when they're full, I know I'll probably have an emergency use if I need it. Like, that's why I tend to stay on use when full. I've thought about use on end before, but that's usually what pulls me back to use when full. I guess we're just shooting from the hip on these because we don't know what these are. Right, yeah. Yeah, I don't have any flask regeneration to like make it like truly infinite, like outside of like killing stuff. I think I still have chests are empty, right? Okay. I'd like to not have to do a whole lot of those, if we don't mind. Oh yeah, I have seen that one. As a, like a recommendation if you want to do that method. I've thought about doing that. I'd be nervous about losing my corrupted blood immunity. But, like, I don't often actually need this mana flask. I mainly have it there for a trigger for corrupted blood. So, I'd have to get, like, a jewel that's corrupted with corrupted blood immunity, and it probably wouldn't take much effort, you know? I have a couple jewels. I could probably find one that has what I want with corrupted blood immunity and swap it out. Well, that hurt. He kind of off-screened me. A jerk. Right, yeah. But that would theoretically, like, if you've got them basically infinite, that would give you some freedom to, instead of having resistances on some of your gear, although with Annihilating Light, you probably still need the resistances on your gear, but that might free you up for some more damage instead of, you know, resistances in some places. Oh, hey, we got this guy.
So far.
Took a little bit of damage there.
Catch my breath.
Exalted orbs. I really need... Well, that's not what I like. You cannot recover resolve until after killing the next floor boss. That's not what I want at all. This is maybe going to turn into a fail, like right at the end. Yeah, I got a little bit more. We're up to 6,000 on this build. Well, just under, but... I think I gotta take this. I don't know what I'm gonna get as an affliction. Oh, did I have something that canceled it? I don't really know. Oh, good. Find the exit. Thankfully. Monsters Impact. I think I have two... Oh no, that's not on this one. I thought I had like two different like come back if you run out ones. Don't have any, it turns out. I actually don't like being this fast. We have just a p of inspiration to carry us into the last room. Just a puff of inspiration.
You advance my plans every time you return here.
Rise, my servant! You cannot escape Farida's gaze!
Oh god, that hurts.
Playing with fire, or did you burn? You advance my plans every time you return here.
You cannot escape Farida's gaze! Faridat, give me your power!
What do we have any interesting rewards? Or can I not see what my oh, I can't see what my rewards are. I'm pretty sure I don't have any any divines.
You will know pain! Inevitable!
Yay, we didn't have to do the red storm. We killed her fast enough. Woo! I hate the red storm. Wonder what our processional relic is. is this? The Herald of the Scourge drops an additional invocation, cannot have inspiration, cannot recover resolve. Whew, that's rough. No inspiration, no resolve recovery? Yikes. I mean, like, that seems like the purest form of the challenge that you're gonna get, though, right? Like, if you want to know if you've mastered the content. .44 chance to avoid being poisoned. Oh, okay. You just have more? Okay. I could probably make that work. Well, I mean, we'll give it a try. I don't hold on to them just because, you know. Running out of room in here, though. I don't think I did temple on that one. Oh, nope. She's ready to do the temple. Okay. Kind of wrecks that relic. Okay. I'm sure I do. I've kept my resolve ones. I mean, I've been more leaning towards inspiration, but I've kept my resolve ones. I wonder if it would be better to switch to the chance to freeze Sanctified Relic, so that I have a chance to freeze the guards. Just as I'm hurting them. Oh, those work too? Okay. Alright, well, we'll look through. I've got some base max resolve, I've got some percentage resolve, and I think I've got some of those, like, percent when you kill something when you kill a boss or drink from a fountain. Just do like a heavy fountain run where you're just using fountains all the time. So one other subtle change that I think is interesting for the gauntlet that I don't know that I caught that they were doing is if you want to qualify for like being the top of X class, you have to migrate your character when you're done. So like you can't basically use the same character to win like 5 races. Which I don't remember being, I mean, that's like above my pay grade when it comes to the playing anyways. I don't play at that level, but... Well, because that was one of the things, I was talking to Rianth a little bit about like why, like the value of banning Seismic. And it was like, some of it is because, whether the percents look like it's the most used skill or not, the people that are using it to gain the advantage may not even be the maximum percentage. So like the percent of use, it's not really canceled because of its overuse, it's canceled because of its overuse among top tier players. And part of the problem is because it doesn't take a lot of gear, you know, they would roll through on one ascendancy and then switch over to a different ascendancy and get credit for killing all the bosses on that ascendancy. And it was always a problem that like the top tier racers had an advantage for that in the gauntlet by just restructuring their characters, but like Seismic really exaggerated that problem because basically your same low gear build, low budget, low gear build was good at everything. All right, let's see here. Can we get a maybe unique belt? Come on, big bucks, no whammies. We got a Ziri in our temple? I kind of forgot you could even end up with this.
Just need a moment.
You just dancing in there? Like this. Why is this phase this long? Like... Like, if I have to survive all your minions, like, they're all dead. Sheesh. What was that? Sacrificial garb? I don't know that I'm familiar with that. Or this, frankly. Oh, Doriani's Invitation. Okay, I've seen that before. I think. Safari, I don't know if you were here one time when I said this, but I did a grind on a Monster Hunter mission, so I was able to turn my Palico and my Palamute into Sonic and Tails, respectively, with costumes. Oh yeah, you got an interesting relic? What you got? Hit me. Hit me! Hello, excuse you? Being wounded? The other thing I don't really care for with the temple is I really hate navigating the temple. Like, there's not, unless you open literally almost every door, there's not really a good way to navigate the temple. You know, you're going up, you're going down. It's not my favorite. When I have to do what? I have to run like 50 of them? Is that 50 completed temples or 50 of the like temple missions? Like, I suppose if I get to where I'm out of like missions, I could just buy completed temples. Let's look. Temporal Detour. 30 red tier missions, upgrade incursion rooms to tier 3 50 times. Oh, complete 20 temples, and defeat the Omnitech while it's augmented by at least 2 tier 3 rooms. Yeah, I spec'd into the thing that makes it easier to upgrade rooms. I was like, well, let's do that. I thought I might spec into the thing that gives you more time, because if I could be running on my Poison SRS, I'd kind of rather. Although, I don't know, this is a fun character, like, it's melting content. But, like, I did spend, like, 13 Divines getting that Poison SRS character ready to go. It'd be nice to use it. Lapidary Lens. Corrupts a skill or support gem, modifying it unpredictably twice. I think the Poison SRS is a little more of a boss melter. And frankly, it wrecks on maps too. The reason I'm not using it right now is the clear speed. There's a little bit of a delay in the clear speed, and it didn't feel like it was fast enough in the temple rooms. So like, it's just sort of an unfortunate timing that, like, because I'm working on temples right now, it's not like the best build for what I'm doing right now. Like, I think it would smash all the content I'm doing otherwise. What do we want to double corrupt gem-wise? What do we have in here that would be fun to double corrupt? We could try double corrupting a determination. That might actually not be bad, because I use determination on my SRS build. Like, if we got 2 levels out of it, that wouldn't be bad. Ugh! Ugh! We got plus 7% and minus a level. Gross. Maybe it can, it's just really rare. Maybe you've never seen it because nobody sells it once they get it. I don't know. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. Like, for me, that's still filed under the, like, interesting things you can do in the temple, but ultimately I would not care if I couldn't. I actually wonder if using that relic might be easier on my SRS character, because it's more of a, like, you know, just keep running and I can just focus on dodging. Like, this one does get a little bit rough when you have to stop and throw mines. Like, the explosions usually freeze things in place. A level 7 awakened in power, right? But yeah, you're right. I don't know that it's even possible. It's fun to think about, though. Have I already been in the armory? I have already been in the armory. Cool. I don't know if I've been in Wealth of the Vol. Probably gonna go get food and stuff. Cool, cool. But we'll be around. I think I might switch to doing some Monster Hunter later, but probably like later. Because I think holding the... I bought a cheap controller for when I'm using controller on PC, and like the buttons are pretty stiff, and like I'm feeling it. There's a rain system coming, and I'm feeling it in my hands right now that I've been playing so much with it. My fingers are all jacked up. Which can happen on a normal controller that like is, you know, not as hard to use, but like it's not hard to use, but like it's notably stiffer than like, you know, a quality PS4 or Xbox controller. And we got a big system coming through the area, so like my RA is all jacked up. Dislike. Ah! Bro. Somebody wants just a regular granite flask for 10? Seems odd. This seems strange to anybody else. I guess if the goal is really just to run the temple, I could get in here and just run to the top room and not clear out every room, but that seems kind of silly. I forget if I had 2 tier 3 rooms affecting this or not. Tried. I had a lot of tier 3 rooms. We'll find out. Yep, got it. I said, we'll find out when we kill it. Extra leap slam damage? Okay. Sure. Why not? Why wouldn't you have extra leap slam damage? Why wouldn't you? What is this? Tempered Spirit. Zoom zoom. We zoomin'? Is that what this is? We zoomin'? Is that what that's for? We zoomin'? I do think it would be fun, like, to make like just a super zoom zoom killer, like a zoom zoom labyrinth runner or something. Like the whole 9 yards, like get like 7 leagues, whatever is that, a 7 league step or whatever. Like the super speed boots, like just everything's movement speed. Movement speed and damage, like, and just like crush. That's something I'm probably going to struggle with some, is opening, if I do start getting close to like 40, like I'm going to have to grind out offerings in temples and stuff. Or labyrinths, rather. I don't really want to have to do that, but... Can you run labyrinths as a group? Like if you go to the entry area together? I don't know that you can, but I don't know that you can't, so I'm confused. Oh, I wanted to give out... It's the shout out command, I think. Is it just shout out? Dedepon, who we've rated a few times in the stream, she was featured in a GGG interview. So good for her. If you want to learn a little bit more about her, check it out. I mean, it's your typical interview stuff, what she enjoys about streaming, and you know how she approaches Path of Exile these days and what she enjoys. But I was very excited for her. I don't know her that well. I just happened to find her this league while I was doing stuff. Rated her early in the league, but rated her a few times because she tends to be an overnight streamer. So hung out there, pretty chill, pretty friendly. Do I have another stone? I do not have another stone. Ah! Who's still alive? Is it that room? No? Is it down here? Oh, it is down here. So, I think I'm going to keep Ritual in right now. I might spec out of things that use Scarabs, so I can do the pack size thing with Scarabs. If I just want to, like, push levels. I'm not sure, though. it's not. I'm not like scared, but it's just bad reflexes, I guess. My reflex is to be terrified. It's trauma. That's what that is. Not in the best spot, this, That's all done. Let's check our temple.
Ah, there you are.
Heals. I'd rather go pack size. So really any door works. We had this room already, I think, or no, it was this room. We've got 10 incursions remaining. So we've done 2 out of 3. So I think we did that one and that one. It'd be the ones that are upgraded. So we've already done this one. So not connecting to this one, like it'd be better. No, I think it's better to connect to a room that you've been in, because you're likely not going to be in that room again. I would say the 2 ends would be my top choices.
Time to go.
Oh, that worked out nicely.
Good job.
That worked out nicely. I don't really like any of those. Reduce defenses per frenzy charge. I've done that one before. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Not on this build, at least. Whoa! Do I have any, like, other good damage ones? That's bosses take 9. I think it's worth it to switch out 1% of damage for the chance for reduced resolve there. Chiptune was dead for some reason. Pretty sure I clicked that multiple times. My clicker's acting up on me. Refreshing. I really don't like traps throughout the temple. It's one of my least favorite ones. That everybody? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.